Hi, today's message is on spiritual well-being and spiritual wellness. Oftentimes, we do focus a lot of our energy on how we look, on how much we weigh, on how strong we are, how many miles we can run. And we may also focus on, what we're thinking about or what type of education we're going to get, what our next job is going to be. We focus on trying to get married or not, or trying to have the best girlfriend or boyfriend, or maybe we're focused on our kids or our family, or a lot of people focused on their friends and building relationships there. And while all of those things are very important, especially to the wellness of a human, they all make up components of our total wellness. But our complete wellness, we also have to give our spirits some attention and focus in on our well-being. So this message is to really encourage all of us, no matter what our religious backgrounds are, no matter where we are from, no matter what our race is or our gender. This message is to encourage you to build your own relationship with God outside of any religious dogma, outside of what your family thinks, outside of what anyone thinks. Build your own relationship with God and know that you can do that. And know that God lives in you and that you are able to build that relationship. And through prayer, by talking to God, and meditation, by listening for the messages God has for you, feeling for the messages God has for you, you can truly either begin building that relationship or even deepen the relationship you already have. And I say that to encourage you to do that because there are things that God has for you that nobody else can tell you about, and no one else can really know, but you can. See, often I think that we get pigeonholed and we get sometimes stuck trying to fit what we're told, trying to fit this box of how the other people that I go to church with, that I go to my place of worship with, trying to fit how they respond and how they act and what they think. But just like parents have an individual relationship with their children, God has an individual relationship with you. And God knows you and wants you to know God. So I encourage you to build that relationship and start building that relationship. Funny thing is, I was at an event recently and I was there selling my book, Walking in Faith. And I had a few people come up to me and actually try to question me on my faith, question me on what I believed in, who I believed in, where I found my strength. And did it all under the guise of allegedly wanting to know about my book, when it wasn't that. They were trying to push their agenda upon me. And it was so interesting because not only pretty much was I questioned, am I Christian, but also what denomination? And trying to figure out, well, trying to rationalize or figure out in their minds if that was an acceptable denomination or not. And that experience, the experiences I had with those people really left me with a bad taste in my mouth a bit about the entire thing. And so instead of dwelling on that and instead of being frustrated about that or disgusted by that, I decided to make a video because perhaps you have gone through that. Perhaps you have had people question you about what you believe in, who you believe in, and where you find your strength. Or maybe you're a person that perfectly fits in with everything everyone tells you that you need to think and be and do and believe in. But truthfully, that isn't what you believe, and that isn't how you want to be, and you really don't have your own relationship with God. I encourage you, no matter what, build your own relationship. No matter what. Because that is truly where your truth is going to lie. That's truly where your spirit is going to be built. And that's truly where you will find your spiritual wellness. And it's something that can be worked on daily. Daily. For me, it's prayer and it's meditation. Because I can fit under the umbrella of a particular religion. I can fit under the umbrella of a particular denomination within that religion. But I still have to have my own individual relationship with God in order for me to receive the daily messages I need in order for me to truly do the work and for me to truly do what God has called me to do. And so I encourage you to do the same. Sometimes we are discouraged from having our own thoughts or having our own relationship with God, and as though we have to pray a certain way and we have to fit in a certain way and we have to do a certain way. And some places don't even believe you're supposed to meditate, which I don't understand that either. But you need to make sure that you are doing what truly builds your spirit. Just like everyone in the world does not necessarily eat the same food, nor should they. Some people's going to need food a little bit differently than others. Just like everybody in the world needs to take care of their minds, but everybody's thoughts don't have to exactly be the same in order for you to be healthy. In order for each individual to be healthy, the same goes with our spirits. So this is just to encourage you. Build your relationship with God. Build it. And if you've ever had anyone who's discouraged you from really having a true relationship with God, from really believing what God has placed into your heart, make sure the number one that you listen to is God. That's my message for today. And if you like what you've heard today, please subscribe below. If you want further information regarding my book, regarding the life coaching that I do, the facilitation of workshops that I do have one coming up soon, and the speaking that I do, please check out my website, www.drtjdixon.com, and may you live your best life.